Mike's been uploading some content on his Z4, which has been great. You can see that we picked up from BCA recently. I've also been picking up a couple of project cars. I say a couple because, well, first it was the S3, and then found TFSI A3 Quattro, which is not quite an S3, but it's been tuned, goes well. I'll do a bit of a walk around it now. So if we start off with this one, a bit of a funny story on this. I got some video clips of where me and Mike went to pick it up from auction earlier in the week. So, another day. I bought something. It was on BCA, typically cheap, typically. So me and Mike have got a couple hours drive to go and get it. So I've just arrived at his house, waiting for him to get ready, and we can set off. So I've got some provisions in the back, as you can see, some wheels, some oil, got some filming equipment. See how this goes, is it? Oh dear. Wow. I bought this thinking it was a 3-door, because I want a 3-door. TFSI 2-litre turbo petrol, which it is. But I didn't realise it was Quattro until I got there. So this was a car from BCA auction. So inevitably it's actually a 2-litre turbo Quattro TFSI, which is pretty good, but it just pretty much means it's the same as this one. But this one is a proper S3. But this one, it's got a snap spring, so I've got a set of H&R springs and shocks in the car ready to go on it. This one I was going to maybe put on track this year, along with Mike on road trip car when we do our next road trip. But I've essentially got an issue now. I've got two. This is a facelift front end put on it. I didn't do that. That's how it come. That is obviously pre-facelift as it comes. But overall, I mean, I'll do a bit of an introduction to it now. It's got a few scuffs here, and it's a bit scabby on the bottom of the door. But ultimately, it's pretty decent. I'll show you inside. It's got a non-multi-function steering wheel, which is a bit strange considering it seems to have every other option on there. The nice heated leather interior, showing pretty good nick. This is what give it away, the mighty Quattro badge that Mike spotted. It's got a mere 157,000 miles on it. And I've done, since I brought it, 308 miles on it. It failed the last MOT because it had a leaky injector, so I've done the O-ring on that, and it had a bulge in that tyre, so I've just put a new tyre on it. But other than that, it's pretty tidy car, isn't it? This one, on the other hand, yeah, it needs a bit of tidying up. It's got nice wheels, but they've just been hitting every single curb in the world on them. The wheels need a refurb. Also, if you can see this, the paint. Someone's had I think Wynn's had a facelift front end put on it. I know the wings were red. So they've had them sprayed. But you can see it's got some paint imperfections. It's not water droplets, that's actually in the paint. So I'm going to get someone, probably get my mate Aaron to maybe blow the front end over and they can repair the damage. I like that. But this one has actually got the red red leather seats, half red. And I'm not sure if I prefer them or the black ones in there. so potentially I could do a swapsies, depending on where I go with it. It has got the flat bottom steering wheel, which is lovely. It's got a few things to tidy up. I got a few pictures of the night I bought this one. Oh, a story to it as well. The people I bought it off. When you wonder where the smell of fags come from in the car. Ready for the start?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
These are the next current projects. This one will probably be a long-term project. I'm having a garage built here. So my garage built here. It means that I'll probably be putting the garage for a bit of a long term. This one, relatively easily to get done in time. So normally with BCA as well, if you buy a car, it normally says if it's been modified or not. So I went the expectation of this being a standard car, to which it's not. So it's got a K&N intake. Full intake as well. It's not just the cone. It's just the full intake because it replaces the airbox. The airbox is part of the actual engine cover on these. So it's got a nice K&N intake on it, and it has got a full turbo back stainless exhaust, which is, look, got its cat in it. So it passed its MOT yesterday, day before, with absolutely no issues at all. Since having that tyre done, and since sorting that injector out. I think, I was potentially planning on stripping it out, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. Crank position sensor went on it the other day, so I picked one up off eBay Amazon for £13 to see if it was that, because the diagnostics was saying, I'll put a picture on screen here, diagnostics was saying plausible signal from crank position sensor, so I've done that. So this is currently some of the projects I've got at the moment, along with obviously building the garage. So Dave's having work on his house done as well by there, hence that. But yes, we've got the S3, which needs a bit of tidying up. Fundamentally though, it runs great. It's got a snap spring, hence why no MOT, hence why I bought it. But I have got H&R springs and shocks. I'll show you them now in a sec to go on it. That, I haven't fully decided what I'll do with it yet, but it goes well. I'm enjoying driving it. That's one of the two-tow cars, which is going to be a bit of a hammering now as of tomorrow once we depart on vacations. So as you can see, I got some HR springs on shocks. These come off a used car, but as you can see, the condition of these, they're almost new. So they're ready to go on this thing as soon as I get opportunity to do it. Do you know what I noticed? There's a cigarette lighter in this one. Cigarette light, 12-watt socket. Not one in that one. So them side by side. I have seen a set of AP Racing front brakes for sale nearby, so I was contemplating putting the AP Racing brakes on this and putting the S3 brakes on this. But that's them parked up next to each other. Hopefully in a soon to be built garage, which would be nice just to go over the top by here. Be quite an interesting drive between mine and Mike's, I think, Z4, I think, because obviously this is not necessarily designed to be a handling machine, but it has got Quattro, and with the mods, it's probably running in, what, 260, 270 brake, which is roughly what Mike's running in his. That's around 360, so that's obviously different, but it's a bit heavier than Mike's car, so if I'd done one or two more bits to it, I wonder how that would fare against the Z4, either on track or, you know, going for a nice home round bracken or something. Let me know your thoughts. Just the day before we're heading out for the first caravanning trip of the season, so got the old trusty C-Class there ready to tow it. This is actually the car that I took to Croatia in September, which we're still doing the video of. We're a bit behind on that, but that's the car I took to Croatia. She's the 2.7 CDI, originally 170, 180 horse, but it's maxed to about 220, so it does well. I put about 18,000 miles on it in about 10 months, so it's a good car. I put some bigger set of front brakes on it, ready for the trip. To be honest with you, these new discs again now because they're pretty warped from Croatia. She's got the staggered wheels, but the tyres are a bit small in the back at the moment because I got winters on there because of the season we've had. So took it to Croatia and then I drove it back to France for New Year with the family. It's absolutely howling at the moment because it's been used for work, so it's piled on the miles back and forth from North to South Wales and things like that. It's due to tow this lump of a thing. So ultimately, that's currently where I am with some of these vehicles. There's also a Celica in the mix. There's obviously the Leon. I got another Mark 1 A3, and I got the E-Class, which I've not demonstrated today. But these are currently some of the ones that are active projects, or more active, as long with obviously the garage going up shortly. But this one, so I don't know what full plans are to do with it yet. I need to do something with it. At the moment, I'm just enjoying driving it because this has got a nice aftermarket exhaust. It sounds nice. It goes well. Does the job. It's comfortable. It's clean. It's warm. Ideal. This one I want to make nice, so wheels need refurb. It needs a good deep clean on the engine bay. I want to get a new air intake for it because I'm overly happy with the air intake on it. Nice exhaust on it, obviously springs and shocks, MOT. I want to take it up then to Tuning Technics just to have another map on it, maybe a better map. Just go over it really, make sure it's all nice and tidy. So inevitably I'll do my best to film some more content on these. I'm pretty much a nightmare for just getting stuff done. Time management sometimes.